So in today's video, we're going to talk about something that happened last night. Last night, I was invited to be part of I guess it was like basically a Graybeards, the Council of the Graybeards. It was pretty interesting. And what we did was we played a game called Conflicted. If you're curious about it after you see what happens in this video, there'll be a link down below. So in this game, it's for preppers. It's for the apocalypse. It's for the end of the world. In this game, you got asked very serious questions, and you have to give very serious answers. We have some fun with it, but in the end, you actually find out from the old Graybeards what they would actually do. And that's what I'll be showing you here shortly. But before we do that, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. That way the old YouTubes will notify you when I make more of these videos, and there's going to be more. It was like an hour and 20 minutes worth of video, so you're going to be seeing a lot more of these. All right, let's get into it.
Hey, it is Wednesday night, the 14th. It's time for another Conflicted Live. I got a great panel for you guys. We're kind of running about an hour and a half tonight, so let's get started. I'm going to introduce them, and then we'll get into the game. First up, we got a legend in the prepper community. Everybody say hi to Local Prepper.
Hey, guys. I didn't know I was a legend.
Legend. Well, at least in your own mind, right?
I know, right?
Next, we got Tag. Tag is another veteran of the Prepper Wars. He's his own utility company.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Then we got Spags from Spags Unfiltered. He is a renegade. He's gotten so many lives demonetized. But here's the most dangerous one of them all. Eric Porterhouse from Porterhouse and Teal. This man talks about dangerous content on YouTube. So hopefully, guys, just try to keep it away from homesteading, and so he can't talk about dangerous content, and we'll be okay. All right, how's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
It's great.
All right, like I said, we're going to run about an hour and a half tonight. So the way I want to run this, okay, first off, anybody that doesn't know, we got a bunch of new subscribers. Anybody that doesn't know, Conflicted, the survival card game, is a card game that proposes functional and ethical questions about the apocalypse. And it's meant to help vet people and make people think outside of situations they're comfortable with. And we play it at Midwest Preparedness Festival on Friday and Saturday night around the campfire. And if you're running a camp out, running a festival, I would suggest you do the same thing because it is a blast. All right. So tonight, I got yelled at last time because I used some duplicate cards. So Spags Unfiltered lent me his personal Conflicted box, which did not have deck number 5 in it, that had the Spags card in it. So you are not getting the Spags card tonight. Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
All right, so we're going to use deck 4, which is the Survivalist series, deck 7, which is a financial collapse, and deck 6, which is nuclear fallout. All right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to pose the question to one of you guys, and the rest of you either support him or eviscerate him. And Tag, hang on. Where is it? I got a special card for you.
Oh, great. Wonderful.
Here you go. Very first card. List a government program that works well in your country.
You ask it to the total ungovernable guy. Government program that works well in my country. Goodness. Government. Oh, my God. I'm not usually speechless.
You have the Jeopardy theme song because you should be playing
right,
the Jeopardy theme song.
I think we've got the best military in the world. So I think we're great at fighting wars. I think we're horrible at policing them. I don't really have an answer to that one. I can't think of a program that works well. I think it should all go away.
Anybody else? Anybody can think of anything? I think the chat's kind of in agreement with you there, Tag. Although the Rickster, I'm sure he's being obnoxious as usual. His taxes work well.
I think that if I can chime in, I think that there's actually some good programs, but the problem is that fiscally I can't say that there is. because they waste money, every one of them. But there are programs and agencies that are efficient with regard to what they do. They have a knowledge and an expertise, but there's just a tremendous amount of waste that goes along with that. And I'll cite the agency that I used to work for, which was Cal Fire, and it's California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection. We're very good at what we do. We're damn good at fighting wildland fires and mobilizing on large scale emergency incidents. I mean, I think we're probably the best at that, but there's just a tremendous amount of waste that goes along with that. So if I had to say if the private sector could do it better, yeah, probably so.
Hey, Grumpy, I got an answer. I figured one out.
Okay, tell me what is
I
it?
think the answer depends on your perspective, right? Works well according to who. So if what you're talking about is creating a program that would indoctrinate our children to be better soldiers, then the public education system works great.
Last comment.
How's that for now?
That is a good spin. That is spin, and it is good spin.
I'm going to go ahead and give an honest answer. They have the ugliest uniforms on the planet, but the Space Force.
What is it?
Very Star Trekky. Okay. Okay.
Way to throw it out, guys. Holy shit.
Anybody else got anything to add to that?
I will say that the DMV annex in Topeka, you're in and out in 15 minutes. I never thought I'd say such a damn thing, but it's quick. They know how to get rid of you so you don't bitch on their review page.
Okay, the next question. Let's see, what do we got here? We'll throw this one at Local Prepper.
Oh, God.
After the collapse of modern society, the government started a weapons confiscation program, apparently as a way to keep peace. Do you think a disarmed population is more peaceful or more violent, or why?
I don't think the answer to that question is answerable with going either way. They're generally the same. Sociology wise, if a criminal's a criminal, a violent criminal is a violent criminal. They'll either, I mean, you got, what was it, just 2 days ago in the UK, they had the guy who stabbed 2 kids and an adult and got in a car and then stabbed another guy. And why? Because he was an unbalanced person. He was violent. Taking away people's guns doesn't solve the problem. In fact, in Australia, there's about 1 million government level studies that show that violence actually went up. Violent crime actually went up, because what you basically end up is you take away options. If a guy walks into your store, he pulls a pistol, now you have an option. If a guy walks into the store with a knife and comes to your throat, now there's no more options. It's very close. It's very up close and personal, and it doesn't solve any problems whatsoever.
Anybody else got anything to add or subtract from that?
Yeah, so I have an interesting statistic for you. How's that?
What's that?
So of 193 countries, we rank 4th in gun violence in our country. But if you remove St. Louis, Chicago, Philadelphia, LA, and I believe it's Houston, which have the strictest gun control laws on the books, we rank 189th. That's just a fact. So I would argue that an armed populace is a polite populace.
Yep. Okay, so
Very
Potpourri Life posts this. I don't think people allow themselves to be disarmed, not to be violent, but to have the ability to protect themselves and their loved ones. Spags, you want to take that one? What do you think? Do you think people allow themselves to be disarmed?
After 1 year, yes. When their kids are starving in soup lines because they were too stupid not to leave the big cities, yes, they will turn in their guns. They absolutely will. Hunger has proven time and time again the most cold and hungry are efficient in disarming anybody. And I'm sorry, but most of the gun culture in the United States are a bunch of blowhards who barely go to the range ever. They don't take their stuff out of the containers. Their tactical vest is still sitting in its box from lapolicegear.com, wrapped in the plastic. And to allude to what Tag said earlier, the public school system has educated at least 5 generations worth of children over the last 5 generations who will absolutely say, sure, I'll give you this for my 200 government chits for my gruel and my moldy bread. Our generation might not turn it in, but our kids will, and their kids will, and the kids after them certainly will. They don't appreciate this stuff.
Yeah, I think it goes way. I mean, to Spag's point, which is 100% correct point, but I think it goes even further and further and deeper and deeper and deeper into that. You know, the indoctrination of the Prussian school system to our kids, that only then progresses when they become adults and enter the work system, which then they've convinced us that what we will do is get a new TV every 3 years, and then, you know, give them all of the most important asset we have, which is our time, for a money that's not backed by anything, to then lose it all in a Medicare spend down anyway. So we're taught to be obedient from the time we enter kindergarten to the time that we die, you know, in a nursing home. So yes, I think the vast majority will absolutely do that.
How many people registered their pistol brace over the last month? Go on the website and look.
0.06%. 0.06.
Which is how many people total?
Ooh.
We're at around 125,000.
125,000 tax stamps were applied for. You whiny little bitches. Point proven. And that's before they're hungry and cold. Just saying.
Pistol braces are just bad marksmanship anyway. Come on.
Anybody got anything to add to that?
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's going to take people being hungry and cold. I think it's just a generational thing. Our generations currently aren't going to go along with that. But you have to also take into consideration the people that are actually teaching people are the young people who learned. They're the millennials that are teaching the kids. The people that not too many years ago we looked at as kids are now the people that are teaching. And if they have an understanding that guns are bad, or that, yes, we need to do certain things, generationally, it's just going to get easier and easier for people to have their rights eroded. I don't think that that's going to happen on our watch, but that's why it's very, very important to instill that upon the next generations, because you can't leave that up to others to teach your own.
Mm-hmm. None of my kids were taught that. So, and the schools definitely tried, but.
Okay. Is that the final answer on that one?
So I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. It does help out. There's going to be a whole series of these guys, so make sure you hit that notification bell so that you know when it happens. All right, guys. Till the next time. Stay safe. Have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.